Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is Emily Hanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And I'm here today with a very fun collaboration with Kara C here on YouTube. So I found Kara through, pretty sure I found her through a live stream that Britt Clark, Karen Harris Makeup, and she did. And I found Britt Clark through Michelle Wong. I love our little beauty community, and I know I'm biased, but I love them. I found Kara and I started watching her videos, and she started doing live streams. The fastest way for me to know if I'm into you as a beauty or whatever YouTuber is to watch a live stream, and either it clicks or it doesn't for me. And pretty quickly into watching Kara's videos and seeing some live streams, I was like, I love this chick. And live stream with chat kind of situation, in a way it's pretty quick to get to know certain people or see people repetitively kind of in the audience and be like, oh hey, how are you doing? So anyway, she did a live stream just recently and was and she's doing Haramus, all the vlogmases of December, and was like, oh, I'm maybe running out of ideas. And I just kind of threw in the chat hey, if you ever want to collab with a small channel, let's talk. So she was down, and I threw two ideas her way, and we decided on and my cat's playing with a crunchy plastic toy in the background, so if that's what you hear, I can't stop him or wait for him. So we decided on if we could only keep 20 eyeshadows. Now, I've seen Annette's Makeup Corner and Hannah Louise Poston do a version of this with 10 eyeshadows. We're both indecisive human beings, so Kara kind of mentioned doing it at 20, and I thought, that sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a great idea, actually. I also wanted to say, because I meant to say this when I was talking about her, one of the reasons why I kind of knew I was going to love Kara is that her YouTube header is where beauty meets F-bombs. I was like, oh, somebody that's into makeup and curses, pretty much I'm down to watch and give your channel or your Instagram or whatever a try. If you're curious, by the way, this look will be up in a video in a week, and it's also a fun collaboration. I've been doing a lot of these style of videos as overhead videos lately. Today I'm doing it as a face-to-face video.
Hey y'all, Editing Emily here. I just realized that a lot of this footage is me looking down because I was deciding on shadows. And unfortunately, the nature of this kind of video is that I can't really go back and redo it and get the same organic results. I hope you will stick around and watch and listen to my thoughts about my shadows and swatches of the pretties. But if you don't, I totally get that. I have a lot of other videos on my channel, and I'm still a bit of a newbie YouTuber figuring things out, so I hope you'll be maybe a little patient with me. But if you're not, I get it. But I'm going to be optimistic that you will be. And back to the regular show.
So I have a big palette out. I'm just going to go through and pick out any shadows that kind of call my name, and then if we need to narrow it down, we will. I have many palettes of single eyeshadows. I have kind of two stacks right now. The second stack I have are my favorites, all of my crown jewel kind of brands, and these are just some of the other ones. Some of the crown jewel brands are mixed in here, but a lot of my shadows are sorted by color story. So part of this kind of idea is thinking about what you would pick. I'm gonna think about it in two ways. What I'm gonna pick knowing I have the palettes that I have, and also what I just know and really love. One that I haven't played with much and I just recently got that might end up in the final lineup is Smooches. This is from Looxi Beauty. Okay, I'm gonna throw another pink from Looxi in there. This one is Sex on the Beach. Some of this I think of as a financial thing too, where I'm if I had to replace it. So Looxi would probably be some of the first that I would not include because they're really affordable, so I wouldn't feel as much pain replacing them. I think that's gonna be all from this palette, I think. The next palette up is this blue turquoise palette. I also wanted to say I don't love this brand owner, the Z palettes, but if you are based in the US and you are looking for magnetic palettes, keep an eye out for Ulta brand sales. Usually these palettes are like $10 each, but I'm pretty sure I got 4 of these for $20 or something like that. They are often on, the brand is often on sale, and they are pretty solid magnetic palettes. So this palette, I wish I reached for blues more. I like them in my head, I just don't reach for them a lot. Like this is, I'm pretty sure, Calyx from Clionadh. It's not really showing up, but it's like a blue periwinkle duochrome. You can kind of see it there. This is that's one of their normal round pan duochromes. Their shadows are great, like outside of just the stained glass collection. So these two mattes from Sydney Grace are just such great matte blues. And then that is Starboy from Looxi. I'm not doing very well already. I already have too many in my pan, but what do I want to do? Taking out the lighter matte. We have 2 more blues from Clionadh that I'm looking at. But you know what? No, we're not gonna. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm gonna take. That's gonna be more blue focused. Another one of my favorite palette options is Shop Messier. This is one of their less expensive ones that don't have a mirror. These are some of my purple shadows. Oh, you can see in the camera some of these purples up here. Oh, Arcana. Yep, that's Arcana. This one from Clionadh. That one needs to come with me. Oh, Hex from Clionadh. That's also stunning. Oh, this is so hard because then I see crystalline here. Like, oh, that's beautiful. So a lot of these I'm not picking because I have JD Glow shadows that I'm drawn to more, but they would be in the running. Now this next palette is kind of a random mix of things, mostly turquoise, but with some spares up here. These are 4 that I was looking at. So this is Sydney Grace Megalodon, this is Clionadh Arctic Circle, Clionadh Iceberg, and Colored Raine Malibu. I'm gonna go with Sydney Grace Megalodon. It's such a rich, creamy shimmer. And while I have all of these beautiful JD Glow blues, I'm not drawn to those as much. I don't know what it is. This is the palette that I dread opening because I know I'm gonna struggle. My greens and yellows. Right away, without a doubt, Lemon Drop from Colored Raine. Never leaving you behind, ever. Just not happening. Eye of Newt from Clionadh. Like, you're coming with me, baby. So, like, I love Soul from Clionadh and I love Climate Change, but Eye of Newt, which is in the middle, is that perfect, beautiful yellow-green. So I could sacrifice 2 other shadows for that one green shadow. I see another shimmer from Sydney Grace that's just, oh, do I want you too? This green from Colored Raine. Oh, and then these 2 greens from Sydney Grace. Oh, okay, I'm failing real hard right now. Okay, we're gonna pull Colored Raine and then the brighter green from, basically I pulled these 3 colors. Wait, but then there's Toadstool from Clionadh. Oh, seriously, y'all, Clionadh duochromes? Are you kidding me? I didn't think okay. You're a maybe. You're a maybe. Oh, there will be cuts. There will be cuts. We're already at 14. These 4 palettes are full of some of my, like, true crown jewels. We haven't even touched them. My beloved JD Glow. I mean, Unexpected, Good Gawd, Sin, and Limelight. Yeah, they have to come with me. And then we have, shit. No, this is hard because I have this whole palette of multichromes and candy exploders. Oh, fuck. Seriously. I'm doing a 1-for-1 swap of Bubblegum from the Looxi pink. They're both Looxi shadows, but Bubblegum, that pink to green, oh boy, that one is something special. Oh, I thought I was gonna pick one, but they're both Asteria is a slightly more amped up Toadstool from Clionadh. It's also a different texture. I definitely think if you're into like smooth, slick, shimmery duochromes, Toadstool from Clionadh is beautiful. These Devinah shadows are a little bit more glittery textury, and you definitely need that glitter glue for them, but I really love them. We're really going like face to face with some of my favorites. That's really what's happening. So like this is Hex from Clionadh, and then this is, I think, Runts from Devinah. And the thing is, the Devinah shadows on the finger don't look that impressive. So I hope you can see. So the Devinah shadow, I feel like you can see the reflection and the multichrome a bit more than Hex from Clionadh. Hex is really, really pretty, but I think I'm going to give it to Devinah. Some of the blues in the other palette I skipped over because I knew I had these three from Devinah. These swatches are, oh, I love these shadows. Oh, well, I know Nerds has to come with me because this is like a blue to green to yellow. Then we have Everlasting Gobstoppers in the middle, which is looking teal, but then when I look down at it, it's like blue and purple. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. I'm gonna skip on Swudge. It's beautiful, but I'm gonna skip on it for the moment. Oh, I really want Looxi Beauty cookie dough. This is so, so, so pretty. That's not on glitter glue, but that's, it's a maybe. It's a maybe. I also just compared Arcana to Good God, and while Arcana is beautiful from Clionadh, I'm just drawn to that super in your face, like fuck you up glitter shadow. So I'm gonna take out Arcana. So I basically already have a full palette, and I still have my favorite brand, Lethal Cosmetics. Oh, this is difficult. But like Relapse, I have to have Relapse. It's just so good. Oh, I'm not even showing you. I love it. I love it. I don't feel like I have any color like it. I love green looks. I love yellow looks. This is like the perfect blown out color. I also love this kind of poopy green brown, but I feel like I might not have that color exactly in a palette, but I feel like I could move past it. This though, this matte purple Relapse is also really beautiful. I definitely already have a full palette. And then I have these five. And Annette was talking about how she felt like it was almost unfair to compare like these shadows to other shadows, and I kind of agree, but I also know that like this is my collection and this is what I have to do. I really love this color from Clionadh, but then oh, it's so blue on camera. That's so crazy. So this is Tower. This is one of the pastel multi-chromes. And they look, I mean, they're different. This is definitely more periwinkle, but this is like a blue purple shift, but pastel kind of. I think I could get rid of calcs and be okay with having Tower in there. Yeah, this would have been a better overhead video, I have a feeling, but we're here. We're doing it. Oh, that's interesting. They're kind of similar, Unexpected and Carving. When I swatch my two shadows on my arm on glitter glue, Unexpected from JD Glow has more of that mirror shine that I'm looking for. I do really like Ripple though. Ripple is teal. So again, I have Ripple in the middle with two of the Devinah Sugar Candy Exploder shadows. Right now I have Everlasting Gobstoppers in there as a maybe, with Nerds as a definite. I'm going to keep Nerds in there as a definite and add Ripple instead of Everlasting Gobstoppers as a maybe, because Ripple is really beautiful. Okay, my neighbor was vacuuming, so I was doing some comparative swatches. So over here I have Reflectance from Clionadh, and then I have Starboy and Cookie Dough from Looxi Beauty. Originally I had Starboy and Cookie Dough in my palette, but they're not the same, but I think I'm going to replace both of those with Reflectance, I think. It's tough because I do agree with Annette in that I think that comparing the different formulas is is tricky. I still have a real soft spot for cookie dough, but I could live without it if I had to. The last one that I'm thinking about adding in is my last Clionadh shadow. Here's the thing. So this is Oculus, and the only reason why I'm thinking about this so seriously, and I was just comparing it with my Devinah ones, but the reason why I'm unsure is because it creases on me, and I feel like I don't know if it's my favorite. But I also feel like it's like one of the most special shadows in my collection. I'm adding it, but I'm also really thinking about it. I'm thinking about this in like a real, like if somebody was taking all my shadows away and I was going to repurchase them, what would I buy first? And I for sure would make an order at Colored Raine. I would for sure make an order at Devinah. I would for sure make an order at JD Glow. And I would make an order at Clionadh, but I don't know what I would buy. So what I did also off camera is that I decided to move this pink from Looxi down into my maybe section because Sin from JD Glow gives me all the like pink loves. I'm pretty sure I can live without Calyx. I'm gonna take that out of the pan. How am I feeling about this? How am I feeling? I'm gonna do some matte swatching, even though my hands are covered in glitter. So these are yellows and greens that I have in my pick. That lethal shadow looks so sad, but it is so buildable and it's just not showing you. And I love that Sydney Grace green. But real talk, if I was picking between a shimmer and a matte, a shimmer is always going to win. And also, if I'm comparing matte to matte, I would pick purple over blue any day. So I'm going to put my second lethal matte favorite, Remission, in and take out this Sydney Gray shadow. And honestly, this is just proving to me that I need to use my Sydney Gray shadows more often because I don't feel as tied to saving them in this process. Now I'm torn because Starboy, which I have actually not even used, looks stunning, but I don't have any connection to it. I don't feel a tie to it. Is this it? Did we make a 20 shadow palette? I think we did. But you know what? I'm gonna split them up. So if you wanted to know if I could only keep 10, I'm gonna let you know. So if I could only keep 10 shadows, I would keep those 10. And if I could keep 20, that would be all 20. And when I'm looking at this division, it's very clear to me that I have emotional connections with shadows because I've used them for so long. I've had almost a full year to play with my JD Glow shadows. I've had like 6 months to play with these Devinah shadows. I've had over a year to play with Colored Raine, and under a year for lethal, but close. Whereas some of these over here, Sydney Grace, I've only had since the summer, similar to Devinah, but I just haven't dug into them as much. And then these Clionadh shadows are just so new for me. I think about like the things I'm drawn to, the things I love using, and the kind of textures or formulas I would miss the most. Right now, I know I would miss the kind of flaky glittery goodness of my JD Glow and my Devinah shadows, and then I would miss the matte formula of Lethal and Colored Raine, especially those two colors. So a funky selection of shadows, but that's it. If I could keep 20 shadows, and if I could keep 10. So that's that. I hope that was insightful. Maybe it was helpful. I don't know. It's fun to play and swatch shadows. So let me know. And if you're a single eyeshadow user, if you could only keep 10 shadows, if you could keep 20, what would you keep? If there's some indie brands that you've not seen in this video that you think I should check out, feel free to leave that in the comments. And if you do not know who Kara is and you haven't watched her channel, please go check her out. I'm going to have her linked in the description box, both the video and her channel. I really love what she's doing over there, and I think that it's just so cool to get to know another creator who's just real and honest and kind of raw on the internet. Thank you so much, Kara, for collaborating with me. I can't wait to see what you've picked out for your 20 shadows. If you're a creator and you're watching this and you have an idea for a collab and you would like to collaborate with me, feel free to message me. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Nomnivorous. And if you're not a creator but you just enjoyed this video, feel free to like it, subscribe if you would like to follow along with my colorful shenanigans. And thank you for spending a bit of your day with me. I hope to see you again real soon. Bye, friends.